Your body speaks before your words do. Stress and anxiety do not begin in your thoughts. They begin in your nervous system. Before you even say, "I'm stressed," your body has already sent signals telling you something feels unsafe, overwhelming, or emotionally threatening. In ECM, students learn to recognize these early signs, understand what they mean, and develop skills to respond before emotions take over. This mega lesson covers 3 key areas: physical signs of stress and anxiety, emotional signs of stress and anxiety, and common triggers that activate stress and anxiety. When your brain senses danger, even something small like pressure or embarrassment, it activates the fight-flight-freeze system. This activation causes real physical changes in the body. Let's identify the signs ECM teaches students to recognize. First, a racing or pounding heart. When adrenaline hits your bloodstream, your heart speeds up to prepare your body for action. Examples include your heart thumping in your throat before a test, or your chest tightening when someone calls your name in a negative tone. Next, shortness of breath or fast breathing. Your breathing becomes fast, shallow, or tight because your body thinks you need more oxygen for survival. You might feel like you can't catch your breath during an argument, or you breathe fast when a teacher calls on you unexpectedly. Third, an upset stomach, nausea, or butterflies. Stress sends chemicals into your digestive system. You might feel sick before a presentation, get stomach cramps after disappointing someone, or lose your appetite after a conflict. Fourth, sweaty palms or a sweaty body. Your body sweats to cool itself because it thinks danger is near. Examples include hands sweating before shooting a free throw, or sweat dripping when dealing with friend drama or rumors. Fifth, muscle tension in your jaw, neck, shoulders, or back. Your body tenses up to protect you. This can manifest as a tight jaw after holding in anger, stiff shoulders after a long, stressful school day, or back pain from constantly worrying. Sixth, headaches or migraines. Stress releases cortisol, which triggers head and neck tension. You might experience a headache from constant noise or conflict, or pain behind your eyes after worrying all night. Seventh, dizziness or lightheadedness, often caused by adrenaline or fast breathing. You might feel faint during intense arguments or dizzy before or during big tests. Eighth, fatigue or low energy. Stress drains your energy even when you're not physically active. This includes feeling exhausted even after sleeping, or being tired all day after overthinking nights. Ninth, feeling hot or flushed. Blood moves rapidly to your muscles. Your face might get hot when embarrassed, or your body heats up after negative comments online. Finally, feeling cold or numb. Blood leaves hands and feet to protect vital organs. This could be freezing hands before a performance, or numb fingers when scared or overwhelmed. Emotional signs are just as important as physical ones. They often explain a student's behavior, choices, or reactions. First, irritability or anger. Small things feel big because your emotional system is overloaded. You might explode when someone bumps into you, or snap when family asks something twice. Second, sadness or hopelessness. Stress that doesn't get addressed turns into emotional exhaustion. This can mean feeling like everything is too much, having no motivation, or crying easily and unexpectedly. Third, fear or worry. Your brain is constantly scanning for danger, whether real or not. Examples include worrying constantly about the future, fear of disappointing parents, or fear of being judged. Fourth, feeling overwhelmed. Your brain simply can't process everything at once. Too many assignments can lead to shutdown mode. A group chat blowing up can cause immediate panic, or too much to do means you can't start anything. Fifth, difficulty concentrating. Stress blocks the thinking part of the brain. You might forget instructions right after hearing them, read a paragraph but remember nothing, or get lost in thoughts during class. Sixth, withdrawal or avoidance. Avoiding things becomes a survival response. This includes ignoring friends or social plans, avoiding class, or leaving messages on read. Seventh, an emotional spike or overreaction. You react too strongly for the situation because stress is already high. This could be crying suddenly, yelling unexpectedly, or storming out of class. Eighth, feeling numb or disconnected. The brain shuts down to protect itself. You might feel empty after emotional conflict, zoning out around people, or feeling distant from family or friends. Students must learn what activates their stress response. ECM breaks triggers into categories with real examples. First, school pressure, including grades, homework, tests, projects, presentations, and the fear of failing. For example, you study but still feel like it's not enough. Second, social pressure and friend group drama, such as rumors, splitting friend groups, breakups, arguments, jealousy, or feeling left out. You see your friends hanging out without you, and it's an instant reaction. Third, social media comparison, driven by likes, filters, perfect pictures, viral posts, and negative comments. You compare your real life to someone's edited highlight reel. Fourth, family issues, including divorce, financial stress, arguments, unpredictable rules, and responsibilities beyond your age. Hearing your parents argue all night affects your mood and sleep. Fifth, relationships and crushes, involving jealousy, mixed signals, breakups, and miscommunication. You see your crush liking someone else's post. Sixth, fear of judgment, especially in public speaking, posting online, or trying new activities. You don't raise your hand because you're afraid of sounding stupid. Seventh, performance pressure in sports, music, leadership roles, and competitions. When a coach yells, your anxiety spikes instantly. Eighth, loud or unpredictable environments, such as crowds, chaotic hallways, or constant noise. Your body tenses automatically when the hallway gets loud. Ninth, past trauma or negative memories. Certain events stick and become emotional triggers. Someone yelling reminds you of a painful past experience. 10th, loneliness or feeling unsupported. Not having someone to talk to increases your stress response. Feeling like nobody understands what you're going through. This mega lesson gives students the foundation to understand their body signals, emotional signals, and stress triggers. When students can identify what their body is telling them, they gain the power to prevent emotional outbursts and use coping skills early. They can avoid risky choices, communicate clearly, build emotional awareness, and improve mental health stability. This lesson builds the foundation for every other cognitive, behavioral, and emotional skill in ECM.